how to build an email list from scratch, what email software to use. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I'm going to show you how to really start with creating your email list when you're starting from zero. So what do you need to do? Well, first off, you need to attract people onto your list. And you might feel like, oh, am I going to ask my friends and family? And you could definitely start there. But you might feel also that they are not your ideal client. And it might be that you just send out an email to people that you know and say, do you know anybody who would be interested that you could recommend who might join my email list? So that's really, word of mouth starting point, and it's a great starting point. So asking your friends and family not to join the list, but also if they can recommend other people who might be suitable potential clients and customers for you to join the email list. So that's really stage one. And then it's about creating a strategy to get other people onto your list. And that begins with a freebie. So let's dive in and have a look. So when it comes to creating your freebie, you want to really think about what your ideal client needs from you. So what do they need? What kind of product are they interested in? What service do you offer? And how are you best going to serve them? So when you start getting clarity on your ideal client, and this isn't like what car they drive or how old they are, but it's really about what they need from you. This is the most important point, because once you know their need, then you can focus on the kind of freebie they're going to want to join your email list. So let's have a look. When you talk to most entrepreneurs about which platforms they want to use to build their audience, many say Facebook or Instagram. And so how do you take people from a connection that you've made on Instagram and then actually get them to join your email list and to grow your email list? Well, one of the best ways to do that is by when you're posting, so you create a post and you talk perhaps about a challenge that you're doing or some kind of freebie that you're offering, and then offer that so that people can actually access that. So make sure that in your bio, you are using something like Linktree. So when you click on Linktree, this link here opens. So you can then include a bunch of different links for different things. So as you can see, I've got links that I turn on and off. So this is the free version of Linktree, but it enables me to turn on, turn off things that I want to talk about and make sure that particular products are right at the top of the link tree so people can easily find them. So if I were to turn on the blueprint, then immediately it then is there. They can get my freebie straight away. So if you're talking about a product in a post or in your stories, even if you don't have 10K followers, you can say, check out the link in my bio. And then that can immediately send them to your bio and they can buy, whatever it is, or download your freebie, whatever it may be. LinkedIn is a really amazing platform at the moment. And the reason why is that you get such incredible reach compared to the reach on Facebook. There's a stat where a tiny percentage of people are actually posting every day. And so because such a small percentage of people are posting every day, if you are posting consistently and regularly, you're going to show up and get seen. So it's really worth investing time and energy into LinkedIn to build that network, because your posts will get seen by a much bigger pool of people than perhaps on Facebook, for example. So while we all like and know Facebook, actually it's hard for you to get that same reach and that same credibility. So perhaps using LinkedIn is a really good way to go. And once you've warmed up your audience, then you can also say, check out my freebie on this topic, or you can talk about it in a post where you're literally creating engagement, you're talking about it, and then on the bottom of it you can say, oh, here's a link in the comments to check out this particular freebie that I'm offering if this is going to help you. And so that can really help you to grow your email list very quickly using the power of LinkedIn, which would not be possible on other platforms, because you get that growth and that credibility that other platforms just don't have. I use Facebook groups a lot. So this is my Facebook group. Would love you to join, Confident on Camera. And we have a pool of, really engaged. It's a really fun group. When people request to join my group, I always ask them, to go somewhere else as well. So maybe to check out my YouTube channel or to download my freebie. And so that way they're doing something else as well. They're connecting with me in another space. And so by doing that, by downloading my freebie, it means that they're more likely then to join my email list and then to get something. And so by getting access to that freebie, they are going to benefit from joining the group, and they feel like there's value. And also then it means that they're joining my email list. So it's another way to get people to join your email list. So another way that I attract a lot of people is actually through Pinterest. So I love Pinterest, and I have, thousands of views every single month. So when somebody clicks on a pin, they click, and here we go. So they see my pin, they click to go to my website. Here we go, we've clicked through, and then up pops my quiz. So then they take the quiz, and then if they want to know the results, then they have to put in the results to get the outcome. And so that's a great way for you to really attract people to your audience and grow your email list. So finally, where should you go to actually house all of this data? Especially with GDPR, you need to house the data somewhere. You can't just store it on your emails. You can't just, create a Gmail account. You need to store that somewhere so it's safely stored. One of the most popular options is Mailchimp. So many people go with Mailchimp because it's free when you first start out. But the reality is that some of the sort of back-end resources aren't always the best with Mailchimp. And so actually it doesn't work out as cost effective in the long run. So in the beginning, I get when you're first starting out, when you get to like 100 people, you then have to start paying. And so actually at that point, you might as well move to another platform. So for me, I use ActiveCampaign, and, shop around, but I really like ActiveCampaign. And so I can, it works out that it's more cost effective. They had a massive $1 billion investment. So it means that they are throwing lots of money into the automations to make sure that it works properly. So the back end system is going to be, the best on the planet. And I don't say that lightly. The other great thing I love about it is that you can map out your journey. So, go from where they are, how they happen to go through the sales sequence, so that ultimately they're buying your products, because very often people buy from your email. So you want to make sure that this system flows and it works from literally the point of entry where they sign up to then they sign up, they get the freebie, they get some emails, getting to know you, warm up your audience, and then ultimately you're selling them into products. So you want to do that well. You want to make sure that everything works, because there's nothing worse than basically you put in all this effort, all this time to build your audience, grow your audience, and then basically your automations, your emails let you down. So you want to make sure that you've got a stable platform that's going to help you do that. So I hope you found this useful, or the strategies that I've shared. If you like this video, I would love you to subscribe. Please click on the link below. And if you want to know more about creating smart passive income, then check out my freebie below that shares lots of different strategies, 9 different strategies, so that you can create passive income for your business. And it all starts with your freebie and how you sell on from there. So this is the perfect point to really start thinking about what is the best ways for you to optimize what you do and sell on repeat. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.